Okay, so we're back. All right. So we've installed ProBuilder. If you're on, 2018, you're was slightly different. You should have watched an alternate video. If you're 2017, yeah, we're getting back here. So what I want to do is we're going to make sure this is saved, and it is. And we're gonna actually start a new scene here because this one we're just gonna mess around and we're gonna create some stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here to File and choose New Scene. All right, yeah, all that stuff went away. Don't worry about it. It's still in your first one. See, all this stuff is still here, and what's really nice is we don't have to re-import it. It's there for us to use. All right, so we're gonna kind of mess around with ProBuilder here real quick, and it's kind of cool because it's got a lot of really nice stuff going on here. So what I want to do is I need to start the ProBuilder kind of user interface here for us. So if we go up here to Tools. Okay, so we're back. Apparently there was a bug in the plugin at that moment. So what I had to do was go ahead and just reload with a fresh project here and bring it back in. So typically that's not really going to happen very often. So load it early is usually the right answer to this here. So what I have here is basically what you do is once you get that plugin imported. The asset imported here, what you'll do is you'll also go up here to Tools and then ProBuilder and choose ProBuilder window, and that will pop open a little window here that you can drag over to where you want. So the window will kind of look something like that, maybe a little smaller, but then you just drag it over here and place it. So what I have here is the Word version, I guess you can say, because you can switch to icon mode. I like the Word version because it says what it is. So here's what's really cool about this. So before this, you could either have created the stuff in Maya, or you could use primitives and stuff like that to kind of create it in Unity. Both were kind of a pain, but with ProBuilder though, you can do things like this. So I'm going to click on New Poly Shape here and watch. So I'm going to kind of create something like this. So I'm going to click there and then maybe click here and then here and then maybe here and then here. I'm just going to click and create this shape here. And I'm going to finally close it off. All right, so it's done that, and now I can set this just like that. So now I've got this shape. So I can set up like a building or something like that. So I'm going to hit enter on that to kind of finalize that shape real quick. So it's pretty cool. All right. So I can do that. We can do other things like you can do a new shape, and that's going to pop open a window. And this window gives us a choice. We could do a cube, and you kind of understand what that looks like. We could do stairs as well. So I'm going to do stairs here, and it's going to give me a choice of kind of what I want to do here. So let me see if I can move that real quick so it's outside of the kind of work area there. Maybe I'll even rotate it a little bit, because that would be cool, wouldn't it? So I've got my stairs there. We can set the number of steps. So if we need more steps, we can do that. If we don't want sides, so if we're going to kind of put this in part of something, we can do that. We can modify the curvature of this, so we can make it rotate around stuff, which is cool. I believe if we go and hit mirror here, it'll swap it around. Yeah, there we go. So we can do that. We can do our stair width as well. So we can play with these, change the height in our radius and all that stuff. So we can go and mess with all this stuff. So it's pretty cool what we can do with this. So let's go ahead and change the curvature a little bit here. Let's see if I can get this right here. So we're going to move this. Let's rotate that. Here we go. So you can use this to kind of actually create like kind of test areas here real quick. I mean, there's nothing wrong with also using it for your final game as well. But this is mostly what this is for. So you'll go in and create your stuff. And we can do different things. So I can hit build stairs. So now it has those stairs there. And if I want to do another thing here, like, I don't know, a door. All right. Hit show preview there. See, it's got a door there. You know, we can do pipes as well, and just all kinds of really cool things. You can do arches and stuff like that. So this stuff is all stuff that we can mess with here. It's having problems because I'm trying to drag it through the the user interface. And that's not good. So yeah, you can build all this stuff. We can go around and, you know, rearrange stuff. And you can do things like texture and all that stuff taken care of here. You know, we can add more stuff to it. And one of the really cool things is if we find that what we're doing is kind of cool and we want to make some changes that are not available in ProBuilder, say there's maybe a functionality that Maya has that ProBuilder doesn't have or something like that, you can select your object and you can export it. So you can export it back out to a file format that that Maya can handle and can modify. So that's pretty cool. So this has other tools. So right now we're kind of, if you remember in Maya, we have the object selection mode. Well, we have object selection mode. We have like face selection mode. So I can go here and select a face. If I remember this right, if we hold down shift, it'll go into extrude when we're in face selection mode here. Now, don't worry if this looks kind of weird. That's normal. It will clean itself up in a second. See, there it did. And then, you know, I can extrude another one here. So you can go in here and create new kinds of things out of this. So do that, hold down shift, and now we're going to extrude that. And then I can click this face and extrude that. So you can sit here and adjust all these little pieces here and build stuff out of it. It's really cool. So hold down shift, create that. So you can sit here and modify these things to do really cool things. And you can even go in here and go to like vertex editing mode. So if you remember vertex editing mode from Maya, we have that as well. So we can go change these here and modify that. Now, if you want, there is a set of tutorials on how to use this software. It is available through the help stuff here. So I believe we go to Tools, ProBuilder, and then Documentation. There is all kinds of stuff here on how this works. So yeah, you can watch the getting started, and it's some really cool things that we can do here. So I can't play this for you because otherwise I get a copyright strike. But you know. So that is kind of the really quick and dirty of this. There's so much more that there might be another video later on how to use this. So It's pretty cool. All right. So I think this is a good point to stop in here, and we're going to go back to the original project, and we're going to go ahead and work on a new kind of world area. All right. See you in a little bit.